I've been forced to come and do this story in here for you because you guys have been demanding it, especially into that last video that really premiered onto this channel. You guys came out and told me that please, Rokani, come out and really throw some light onto this story of Jong to Manchester United. Rumors are that Jong has snapped United in there for you, and I'm here to really let you know what the truth is. And according to myself and my reasoning, what is the main reason for this happening in here for you. So do one thing, keep it Rokani, keep it United Matters channel in there for you. Subscribe to this channel, guys, and hit the notification bell to enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now, the title is Jong rejects Manchester United move. It's a question. It's a question. There is a question mark. Note the title very, very well in there for you, because this deal has been on for so long and lots of positive things have been reported about it. It keeps going forward and backwards, but all in all, by the 1st of September, we'll be knowing the truth. Who was lying to who, or who was really holding lots of truth into this. So I go by the names of Rock and David, and this is United Matters channel. Smash the like button, guys. Smash it, smash it, smash it. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, before I really get into the Jong story, there is something that I really found so much important in there to talk about before we really get into that story. It's all about Scott McTominay while in Thailand, where he is. This is what he has gone ahead to tell us. Before I get into the Jong story, let's first really discuss this. Then we go to an hour-long video of Frankie de Jong to Manchester United, rumored that he has rejected United and he wants to stay at Barcelona in there. Scott McTominay said, "I feel good, I feel refreshed, I feel fit. We are looking forward to a good week in terms of the games that we've got coming up and training as well. I think all of the players are more than locked in to do their jobs for the new coach, for sure." All right, when you look at United right now, every person looks positive about Erik ten Hag coming in at Manchester United. Scott McTominay has gone in and thrown in a positive reply and a compliment to Erik ten Hag in there for you. But the question is, all of us are asking ourselves, what is the secret in Scott McTominay? What is that secret that every manager who comes at Manchester United sees in Scott McTominay? Reason being, Mourinho saw something in Scott McTominay. You get? Solskjaer saw something in Scott McTominay. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer saw something in Scott McTominay and played him tirelessly into those games of Manchester United. Yet we had Nemanja Matic, who was better in that position, and he played him most of the times. You get? Then even Ralf Rangnick, when he came in with hope that he was going to go for De Jong, Nemanja Matic, Paul Pogba, guess what? Mark Fred was really at the forefront of starting all the games. Now, the big question is, do you think Erik ten Hag is going to go in and really use Scott McTominay into that midfield a lot? To me, I'm having lots of questions, because amidst his intensity and working hard, his talent does not really equal the talent of the people that Erik ten Hag is looking at to bring in the club. Look, he's looking to bring in De Jong. That's what you're going to talk about in the next 2 or 3 minutes. He has brought in Eriksson. You get? There is Danny Van Beek. There is a story that just dropped in from France that we are inquiring about Paredes. So all of the people that he's looking about to come and play into that midfield are so much talented than what we have at Manchester United. You know that very well. So Scott McTominay coming in and saying that I feel good, I feel refreshed in there for you, I feel fit in there for you. I know they're enjoying the training sessions in there for you, because Joshua Kimmich, who is now a starter into that Bayern Munich team, was once in the academy of Bayern Munich. Is it Joshua Kimmich? Who is he? There is a player of Bayern Munich. There is a player of Bayern Munich who came out and said that when I was in the reserve team of Bayern Munich, I really enjoyed the training sessions of Erik ten Hag. And he said that Manchester United players just wait to enjoy the training sessions of Erik ten Hag in there for you. So I'm here letting you know that I expect every player of United to come in and say, I feel good, I feel refreshed. Or you get, we are looking forward to good weeks there for you, because they know that what they are getting, they've been not getting it for the previous 3 or 5 years. United has not been having coaches. So we've got a perfect coach. He's good at his job. They're enjoying this. Scott McTominay is saying he's feeling good. He's feeling refreshed. He's feeling fit. And trust me, the duels that Erik ten Hag is taking them through are going to help them to gain enough intensity for the games, because the pressing game that Ten Hag wants and proactive playing of football really requires you to be 100% fit in your body, and your engine must be so much strong enough to withstand the enemies we are really going to face. Teams like Man City in there for you, Liverpool have been doing this pressing thing for so long, and they're masters at this job in there for you. I'm having Nsisong and Neti, thank you in there for you. And you are really the first person to comment in the live chat. And if at all you want to interact with me, go in the live chat. I'm really going to be reading your comment and your live chat in there for you. So tell me what you think about this story you are really working upon. But let me first really bring out the real stories. Then we are really going to come back. And I'm going to react to each and every question or compliment or comment into the live chat. So use the live chat effectively. I'll come in there and talk to you in there for you as we really go ahead to tussle this out in here for you. So when you look at what is happening right now at Manchester United, every player is so much okay with it and they are really enticed in there for you. So I'm not surprised with Scott McTominay coming out and throwing these sorts of hails to Erik ten Hag in there for you. So that's what I heard about Scott McTominay. Now, let's get into the big story of the day. This is where it started from. It started in from at Sport saying that Frankie de Jong has ruled out joining Manchester United. Mark them. Mark them. They are called what? At Sport, it's Diario in there, Sport. You get? I think you now know what they are. So, because I really want to show you this source and how they are not so much reliant onto the news they really give us. You get? They went ahead to tell us that it's via managing Barca. They went ahead to tell us that Frankie de Jong believes that Manchester United have bad luck, in quotes, and that joining them now with no Champions League would be a loss of prestige compared to Barcelona in there for you. That is the same guy, known as who? Diario Sport, is at the Sport. You get? He continued to say that Frank de Jong's dream was to succeed at FC Barcelona as a player at FC Barcelona, but not at Manchester United. Now, when you look at this guy, he's the same guy who said this yesterday. Look at the date. It's July 8th, 2022. Today, in some countries, it's 9th. In other countries, it's 10th in there for you. But on 8th, this is what he said. Chelsea have told FC Barcelona they will make an official offer for Frank de Jong in the next hours. Is the same guy. You see him? I really want you to track him very well, and I really reach where I want to come on and really kick this guy's ass off. You get? Then the same guy went ahead to say that Frankie de Jong and his agents do not want to talk to either Chelsea or Manchester United. He wants to stay and the club intends to keep him. If there is no economic need, the player will talk to Xavi before making final decision in there for you. Then we have, okay, so this is the same guy who really came out and really told all that to us in there for you. So when you look at everything has been talking, it does not add up. It does not add up, because I've not seen any reliable person or transfer expert who has been close to this deal coming out and saying that this deal is not going to happen. One constant thing I'm really hearing is that the player, in the names of Frankie de Jong, doesn't want to leave Barcelona because he started supporting it when he was 4 years. Until now, he doesn't want to leave Barcelona. That's what I'm getting from other people in there for you. It's something similar. You get? It's the common obstacle you find in this deal. But Barcelona want to sell. United want De Jong. De Jong is okay to join Manchester United provided Barcelona want to offload him in there for you. But where does at Sport get the authenticity to come out and give us this news when people like Gerard Romero close to this deal have not said this? Gerard Romero has always told us that Erik ten Hag and De Jong have been always in talk. Every day they talk. And ask yourself, why is it that it was when Erik ten Hag was confirmed as a Manchester United manager and a deal of De Jong to Manchester United broke up? Do you know why? Because Frankie De Jong talked to him directly and told him, Frankie De Jong knows that Barcelona no longer needs him and they want really to sell him. Reason being that they would entertain him to be at Barcelona if at all they never had financial problems. And secondly, Xavi and the board believe that in the midfield three of Barcelona, Frankie De Jong is not going to play an integral part next season. Why? They've brought in Frank Kessie, they have Busquets, they have Gavi, they have Pedri, they have Nicole. Amongst all those 6 players I've talked about, I think there are 7. 5 of those come from the La Masia Academy. It's only Frankie De Jong and Frank Kessie who don't come from the La Masia Academy. What is the history of Barcelona? It's simple. They've always given priority to players who come from the academy, obviously. And the ideal midfield three of Xavi next season is Busquets, Pedri, and Bernardo Silva. That's it. De Jong is not in the plans of Barcelona. If they are to keep him, they would love him to be there as a player who will always come in, you get, when it's needed, or be on the bench. But he won't get regular football. He won't get regular football, that's it. De Jong knows it because it happened to him towards the end of last season and he came out and really laid out a story that he really wants to leave Barcelona because Xavi has really excluded him from the starting lineup of Barcelona. So, I will really come out in here to be called a fool, to be called a liar, to be called a hypocrite, to be called a person who does not analyze things very well, provided this deal hits a dead end. United can't spend 2 months. Gerard Romero broke this story that the deal is 95% of De Jong joining Manchester United on the 11th of May this year. Now, it's going to make 2 months tomorrow when United is in this deal. The problem is, this deal is not in the hands of Manchester United. It's in the hands of Barcelona. Barcelona don't want to sell De Jong before they get in the players they want. They know that every team will go on and telling them, all right, you have money for De Jong. United has given you £60 million. Can you please get us that money? You get? That's what Barcelona is afraid of. You get? That's why any wise team, when they're really going to go ahead and offload a player, they have to first bring in the replacement. Look at Liverpool. They have to first bring in Darwin Núñez to sell a player who goes by the name Sadio Mane to FC Bayern Munich. You get? Look at Man City. Before they sold Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal, they first brought in Erling Haaland. Before they sold Sterling to Chelsea, they brought in Julian Alves. That's how things are supposed to do. That's why United brought in Tyrell Malacia. You get? Before they really logged off, or they really loaded off Telles. That's how business and transfer business goes. So, I cannot come in here and stand that this deal will 100% happen, but I'm at a percentage at around 91, 92, 93% that this deal is going to come to happening. I'm sure it's going to happen because Erik ten Hag is masterminding this deal, and where it has reached, Fabrizio has told us that this deal is at a stage where United have come in and told them that we are getting you 65 million euros up front. Barcelona said, all right, that's okay. And they are discussing the add-ons in there for you. But Barcelona is playing hardball because they want United to come in and do the needful and raise the money that they want to get from De Jong. So Barcelona wants to milk out every penny they want from this deal. That's why you saw Gerard Romero, I think 2-3 days ago, he came out and really broke out something on this deal that Barcelona wants 70 million euros up front plus 12 million euros of add-ons. That means Barcelona is trying to play hardball. The problem is not for United, but Barcelona is wanting to sell in there for you. Where we are going, I'm going to bring you Di Marzio. You get? He has something concerning to what the sport has said, but in all of what he's saying, there is something sell. Barcelona are finding means to prevent how to sell De Jong. That means they want to sell the player, but they are really thinking twice there for you. But the fact is, the sale is going to happen for a man who goes by names of De Jong out of Barcelona to Manchester United there for you. Then there is finally that FC Barcelona like Chelsea's offer for De Jong more than that of Manchester United. Final decision to be made. You get? So these ones came out and said that they really made a bid. Yet Gerard Romero came out and told us that Chelsea never made none of the offers in there for you. So these people reporting this deal, most of them are not credible in there for you. And then Marca came out and said Frankie de Jong does not want to join Chelsea. If he leaves Barcelona, the only option he values is that of Manchester United. So all those reports are from Spain. But when you look at Marca is really a very big media house. They have a newspaper, they have a radio station, they have a TV station, they have everything like a complete media house. So I cannot compare it with Javi Miguel Club, who has only 39.1k followers, yet Marca has 6.2 million followers. For the time I've spent following football and transfer sagas, all news and transfers, I've had Marca into this. Though Marca is so much known on breaking stories coming in from the Madrid side. Yeah, they are so much known for breaking stories coming in from the Madrid side. That's it. That's Marca for you. But this time around, they've come and said that Frankie de Jong does not want to join Chelsea. If he leaves FC Barcelona, the only option he values is that of Manchester United. So Erik ten Hag wouldn't have been pushing this deal if at all there is no positivity out of this deal. You get? So I 100% believe that Frankie de Jong to Manchester United is still possible, and it can happen anytime from now. Now, Rob Dawson is a Manchester United correspondent for ESPN, came out and said there is uncertainty at Manchester United about whether a deal of De Jong is now possible. Talks still continue with Barcelona, but there are significant hurdles to overcome. Obviously, we know that there are significant hurdles to overcome. One of that being that Barcelona owes Frankie de Jong close to 17 million euros or 14 million pounds, because during COVID, Frank de Jong told Barcelona, because Barcelona was going through a hard situation that was economical, he told them that, please, let's reduct on the salary that you give me, but when you stabilize, you'll get me that money. They went into a mutual agreement with Barcelona, and now Barcelona has not yet paid this money. They cannot pay the situation where they are. So De Jong believes that they've really turned him down. It's like being in a relationship with a woman whom you love so much, and she then cheats on you, and then tells you that, please, I love you, I'll never cheat again on you. Yet loyalty has been lost. So Barcelona believes they can really sell De Jong off to really get themselves out of this shit they really put themselves into. That's why they want all of their players to go on and take pay cuts. So De Jong and his team are saying, we cannot take pay cuts when that money we demand you of 17 million euros, the issue is not yet sorted. So De Jong want that sorted. Can Barcelona sort it right now? They can't, because they don't have the money. You see, even the deals of people like Azpilicueta, Marcos Alonso, they don't have the money to finance them. They need to sell De Jong. They need to sell Lenglet has left for Spurs. They need to sell Umtiti. They need to sell very many players in there for you to come in and really gather some money to come in and do the needful. I've read a story coming in from Gerard Romero saying that Barcelona expects to get close to 150 million euros from sales, but one of the most sell they expect to get lots of money out of is De Jong. They expect close to 70 million euros out of that deal, upfront money. You get, minus the add-ons. That's what Barcelona are expecting. So everyone who is saying that Barcelona are not going to sell Frankie de Jong, I doubt what you're saying. If Barcelona had a solution to their financial problems, they wouldn't have been telling their players that, please, take pay cuts. They don't have any solution. The only solution they have is to come in and sell Frankie de Jong to Manchester United. That's why Rob Johnson is telling you that there is uncertainty at Manchester United about whether a deal for Frankie de Jong is now possible. What brings the uncertainty? It's because Barcelona are playing hardball. They'll come in and say 65 million euros plus 20 million add-ons. All right, get us 65 million euros up front. Then they tell United, no, please, get us 70 million euros up front. So it's like they're playing hardball and there is something they want to fast complete and then let this deal done. Obviously, we know it very well that Barcelona is not like Manchester United. Barcelona is a community club. It's owned by the people and the people vote for the president. So Joan Laporte, after losing Messi, he doesn't want to mess with any player at Barcelona because the people at Barcelona will come in and tell him that we're not going to add you another term as a president of Barcelona because we lost Messi, we lost Jong, we lost very many other players. So he wants really to let in Jong go with the likes of Lewandowski's are here, Frank Kessie, Christiansen, Bernardo Silva, Rafinha. Those are the players that really feel like they want to bring in here as Pliqueta and Marcos Alonso. You get close to 7 players to show you that Barcelona is really in a worse situation. Even after unveiling Frank Kessie and Christiansen as their players, they cannot register them with La Liga. That's how worse Barcelona is. They are into a worse state that it requires a person with a mindset that is so much sane to come in and really understand that this story is going around that he has really turned down Manchester United. That's out. That's out. That's out. Barcelona wants to sell Frankie de Jong. They want to sell him. They want to sell him, that's it. Because when you look at their team, he is the player that they have in their team that can be replaced easily, and replacements have already shown that they can. In the position of Frankie de Jong, they're having Pedri, they're having Gavi, you get, there is Nicole, they're having close to 3 graduates from the La Masia Academy, and they are so much sure that they can come out and get the job done. So who are you to tell them that they're not selling Frankie de Jong? So after that, Rob Dawson Street, let's go to, I think this is DiMarzio. DiMarzio came out and said via managing Barca that Barcelona are now trying to find a new solution which would prevent the departure of Frankie de Jong. So this is what I was telling you about, that it's obvious Barcelona want to sell this player. They want to sell the player in the names of Frankie de Jong. They want to sell him, that's it. They want to sell him. Like it, hate it, they want to sell him. Amidst them wanting to find a solution to prevent the departure of Frankie de Jong, they have to sell him fast. So we are waiting to see where that is going to happen in there for you. But there is something that DiMarzio really put up, and I said, oh. He said, Barcelona do not have any agreement with Manchester United for Frankie de Jong. That's it. I agree with it because no agreement has been agreed. You get? But he has not come out to turn out or to turn off that United is having talks with Barcelona. If he said that United are not having talks with Barcelona, that would have meant something else. Let's understand English. The statement says Barcelona do not have an agreement with Manchester United for Frankie de Jong. What comes before an agreement? It's negotiations. So United are having talks with Barcelona, which talks will lead to an agreement. And they are not far away from an agreement until Barcelona comes out and makes up its mind that, please, we want to sell. United has been here for 2 months negotiating, and Barcelona have been playing hardball. That's it. So let's get these points right about a player who goes by the names of Frankie de Jong. He's been a very good player. He's a world-class player, not even a top class, but world-class. And he has really done lots of things in there for you for Barcelona. And I really believe that if United manage to really get in Frankie de Jong, it will be really a very good deal. But let's not forget that we are not in position to get Frankie de Jong if at all Erik ten Hag was not here. We are negotiating that deal because of Erik ten Hag. That's it. Not even that United is really a very big club or what. We are big, that's it. But recently, for the past decade, we've been really ill. ever since Alex Ferguson left, we are really bad. The only 2 times we've gone ahead to clinch the second position in the Premier League, Man City has won a title with a gap of close to 8 and 19 points respectively in that season. You remember that very well. So it shows you how far we've fallen, that even when we try to stretch to the second position of the Premier League, we are like 10 points behind the winner of the league. So it shows you that we need lots of things to be done. But Frankie de Jong coming to Manchester United will be a statement signing for United, and it will be really so much surprising for many people, because there are people outside there saying Frankie de Jong can't come to Manchester United. But I know United can't really take all that time without really going ahead to do that. All right, let me read Song and thank you for watching in. You've said United is now a team of nearly almost. The board should show more progress in the transfer market. You're right, but at the time of a rebuild, this is a perfect rebuild. Ever since the rebuilds I've seen at Manchester United, the first was that of Louis van Gaal. It was not given time, because we needed to build a new philosophy where modern football is moving, because Sir Alex Ferguson never had a philosophy at Manchester United. I 100% disagree with people. Tell me the philosophy of Manchester United under Sir Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson was just this coach, so it was just this manager who could use the mindset of players and really put them into like a soldier-like heart. When you go out of the pitch, it's like you've gone for war. You get? United built its team under Ferguson on the mindset that even when I'm not a talented player, like whether I'm like Darren Fletcher, I'm like John O'Shea, I'm like which other player? The Dan Welbecks of this world. But when I put on that shirt of United, it's really a war. It's a do or die game. That's what United was all about. That's why we couldn't recruit and bring in a manager who could really succeed or fit the foot or the boots of Sir Alex Ferguson in there. That was the reason. But look at teams like Barcelona, because they've built their teams on a philosophy. They can easily take out Rijkaard. They bring in Guardiola. After Guardiola, they bring in this current coach of Spain. After him, they bring in Koeman. Now they have Xavi, because they know that the players we have here will succeed under that coach who really believes and manages and coaches that philosophy. Bayern Munich does the same. You get? For them, they buy players knowing that whichever coach we bring will use these players. That's why for them they can even conduct business before even a manager comes in through, because they really believe that the philosophy built at Bayern Munich has to go hand in hand with the manager they bring. Bayern Munich shouldn't fit into what the manager believes in. It's vice versa. It should be that the manager that comes in should fit into the philosophy of the club. That's what United never had. Van Gaal tried to build that spirit at Manchester United. He told them that give me 3 seasons. For the first 2 seasons, I'll be building up my team. The 3rd season, I'll present a Premier League trophy. You get? The first season, he played very well in the Champions League. Second season, when he was sacked, he finished 5th and he won the FA Cup. That's why he was sacked. But if they had given him the 3rd season, when you look at the players he had requested for, because he had requested for Mane, Firmino, and Fabinho, all those players that are Liverpool right now, and they've really helped Liverpool achieve the successes you've seen them achieving. So that's what we call building a philosophy. So we let down a manager who goes by the names of Louis van Gaal from really building us a philosophy that we would have used to go on and achieve what we want. And Ed Woodward sacked him. Ed Woodward is one of the worst bosses on this job. He sacked David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Thankfully, he left. So we never had a philosophy. So the only way we are going to come in here and build something better is to give Erik ten Hag time. I'm still responding to to Anitei Nsisong in there for you that you are saying that we should show progress in the transfer market. Showing progress in the transfer market should be really so much on point. Lots of things at United are being just put in order. I admit the Glazers are the problem at Manchester United, we all admit, but we've seen this for so many years. Now, let's appreciate this. One, Richard Arnold has said, I'm not going to sneak my nose in any of the footballing matters. You get? Motaf, Fletcher, and your Tenikitko team, do your stuff. I'm out. You get? Very many people at United have been sacked, especially in the administration departments. Let's applaud that. So, if you want results for Manchester United, you are not going to see them now in recruiting players because even our recruitment team is poor. We don't have enough manpower to go on and negotiate those deals. That's why we went ahead to hire Tom Keane, a brother to Michael Keane who plays for Everton, to go in and really help us about because Matt Judge, who was our chief negotiator, really got lots of things wrong. You get? So that's what I had to tell about that. The progress will be shown, but let's not really think that we are united as we were during the Sir Alex Ferguson eras. Guys, we've dropped off. You just have to admit, we've totally dropped off. We are no longer that united that we used to be. That's it. That's the fact. We are no longer that united that we used to be. We just have to admit it in there for you. And if you admit that, then we'll get a perfect solution to the problems affecting Manchester United in there for you. I've seen very many people saying, United should bring in, should sack like 10 players, 15 players, and bring in like 10, 7. Where do you find that? Which kind of rebuild are you talking about? Go do research on how Liverpool did its rebuild because it's the perfect example. Do you know that he played with the Sarkos? That is Jurgen Klopp. Do you know that? He played with managers. He played with players like the Rovens of this world. You get? The Sturridges, the Nathan Kleins. But he has gone ahead slowly by slowly. For the years has spent at Liverpool, he's here trying to build up and he has finally reached there. So let's not put so much pressure onto the manager who goes by the names of Erik ten Hag in there for you and United. But let them do their thing. Let's welcome the rebuild and let's not really put a lot of pressure onto them because we are no longer the United we were. If at all we can't sign players we're supposed to sign, then that means we have to go back on the drawing board and then get back to where we're supposed to be in there for you. Then Nsisong Aniet has gone ahead to say that I believe Barcelona are ready to sell, but they are owing Frankie, and Frankie needs the money. They can't sell off Frankie without paying him his 18 million euros, and Barca are trying to play him a fast one on that. Yeah, you're right. That's, by the way, one of the hints that we didn't know about this deal that really came to our eyes or to our notice this week. We never knew that Frankie de Jong is demanding Barcelona 17 million euros. That was nowhere in the news. We just got to know about it recently, isn't it? So let's not really come in here and make conclusion decisions either for you that United is not doing enough. Trust me, United is doing enough. Why? Erik ten Hag told them that the 85 million euros they are really wanting in Frankie de Jong is worth that player. Can you get me that player? That's how far United is pushing. They've agreed everything with the agent of Frankie de Jong. Erik ten Hag has convinced the player, but the fact is the deal is lagging behind for a reason. 17 million euros. Barcelona owes Frankie de Jong. He needs his money. And if it's to start Barcelona, they'll tell him that you have to admit that we're not going to pay you your 18 million euros and you're going to cut your salary from 350 to 175,000 pounds a week because they've told other players that they should cut their salary by half. Frankie can't allow that. That's why Fabrizio Romano has again had to tell you that Barcelona want Frankie de Jong to stay. If he's to stay, he has to go on and really reduce his salary, something that he doesn't really come on to accept. Let me really try and really get those quotes of Laporte, Joan Laporte, the president of Barcelona. He went ahead to say that, and Fabrizio came out and really posted it, but people never gave it attention, and he never really gave attention to detail to that story. But that story meant a lot. Most of those really took this first statement that he made, that Frankie de Jong is not for sale. You get that really wowed most of the people, and it made alarm all over the noise on social media. But they forgot the statement that meant he is not for sale, though I cannot rule out that we are having financial problems to settle at Barcelona. That's what he said, that Frankie de Jong is not for sale, but he never ruled out that they really have financial problems. You get? So they are having financial problems. They are stuck into financial problems. And as we speak now, everything is at a mess in Barcelona. Reason being, even the players they've got on a free and unveiled, they cannot register them with La Liga. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That's where Barcelona is. That's where they are. You get? So let no one lie to you about this, because the senior transfer journalist expert Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead and told us what's lagging this deal behind. You get? They want to sell, but they're discussing on add-ons. They want to milk out everything possible into this deal from the pockets of Manchester United. And the player in the names of Frankie de Jong wants to stay at Barcelona, obviously, but Barcelona don't want him anymore because they see him as the perfect solution to their problems. No player at Barcelona can be sold and they get that money out of him. The ones they can sell are La Masia Academy, are La Masia graduates, and they're really players that really have lots of good prospects ahead of Barcelona in there for you. You get? So, one thing you have to know is that everything we are here to know in there for you, but I've learned the first one in there for you. Barca president Frankie de Jong, we don't want to sell him unless we have no choice in there for you. All right. Let me bring this on your screen and see it. Let me bring it. You see, that is Fabrizio Romano coming out and telling us that this is what the Barca president said. Frankie de Jong is Barcelona player. We don't want to sell him unless we have no other choice. Of course, we know there are offers for de Jong, but we don't want to sell him. That's it. They don't want to sell him, but do they have a choice? They don't have a choice. When you look at Xavi and the board, they will sit and tell him, please, we have no choice for this guy. What can we do? He's the only person we can really sell off and really get money. And he's the only realistic target that can really get us the money we want. Ansu Fati is good and talented, but he has not been having a very good season at Barcelona. He has been an injury-prone player. The other player they have is Pedri. They can't let him go. They can't let him go because he plays exactly into that position of Frankie de Jong, and they really feel like you offload Frankie de Jong, Pedri gets into that position immediately. You get? They can't sell Gavi. They can't sell Nico. So the only person they have to sell is a man who goes by the names of Frankie de Jong. So guys, thank you very much for watching in. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go in the lower right bottom corner, smash that subscription button, guys. Subscribe to this channel. Show me the love as I really take time to really present you all these stories onto this channel. I go by the names of Rock and David. That's what I had to say about has de Jong turned heel on Ten Hag. That's what I had for you in here on this channel. So let's wait and see what is really going to come up from the stories we've had all over de Jong snapping Manchester United. Tomorrow, we're really going to be getting a very good day according to what we are to experience as far as the transfer news Manchester United is concerned. I know next week is going to be a big one. Watch out on Ericsson. He's undergoing his medical next week. Watch out on Lisandro Martinez to Manchester United. Watch out on Brian Broby in there for you. And Frankie de Jong. It can happen anytime from now. Trust me. Don't say I'm here to really excite you or what. But don't ring fence your excitement. Don't ring fence it. Just be expectant and everything will happen the way you guys want it to be. But I'm 100% sure amidst all these talks of players and so on and so forth in there, I'm happy that we have Erik ten Hag, because if it wasn't of Erik ten Hag, you wouldn't have seen players like Eriksen at Manchester United, because Eriksen snapped us. How many times? Even when going at Spurs, even when he was going at Inter Milan from Spurs, he said, no, I'm not going to United, but United put up an offer. You get? The Jong wouldn't have come here. If I had Erik ten Hag, Bellingham would have been a player at Manchester United, because he would have known that, all right, I'm having a manager who is good at developing young talent. Solskjaer never had that. Erling Haaland, now at Man City, would have been at Manchester United if you had Erik ten Hag. So let's first celebrate this, that at least they made the right decision of Erik ten Hag being the manager of Manchester United, not Pochettino. Now, the journey is not going to be easy. That's it. I won't promise that it's going to be an easy ride. Obviously, it's going to be a bumpy ride. You get? That's it. So guys, I sign out for now. See you later tomorrow, most especially. But I'm just geared up and waiting for the game you're going to play against Liverpool on Tuesday. I don't know how you guys are geared up for it, but for my case, I'm 100% geared up for it and waiting to see how Erik ten Hag is going to line up in there for you as we prepare for our season in our first game against Brighton at Old Trafford. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. Take some time to pray if at all you really believe in Jesus Christ or the Lord. And if at all you believe in anything else, go ahead and pray, because a prayer doesn't lie. I'm out. Good night. Rokan David is by name. United Matters Channel.